So I'll get you about I don't want to get you halfway through it and then pass this off to somebody else.
Oh, that's
so what
fine.
I'm going to talk about is how we land jet airplanes on our angled-decked aircraft carrier. This is Midway's latest deck. When we finally got in the jet age, we went to this landing system like this, and the jets would come around and line up with the ship and come down an angle. We called it a glide slope, and upon hitting the deck, I'm going to go to full power instead of taking my power back to idle. And if I don't catch one of these wires, I'm going to get back flying speed again, get airborne, and come on around and try it again.
So you have 4 of them, right?
Huh?
You have 4 of them, right?
No, 3.
Of them.
There's the 4th one is a barricade. I don't know why it shows on there.
Oh, okay, it's a barricade.
But so we normally have 3 wires, and the middle one is what we're not aiming for it, but that's what it's designed to go for.
Okay.
So we might get the 1 wire, we might get the 3 wire, it might, it's just whatever. It's kind of random because the ship is moving up and down.
Okay.
So whatever. I'm going to give a quick one, Tiff, and then I'll be done here. I don't want you guys, listen.
The TV camera, you should get better use out of his little pointer.
Besides, I'm not about to give up this guest.
Thank you so much.
They're old geezers over here. Anyway, so that's what the modern aircraft with the angle. So when you do catch a wire and you come to a stop, then you can go park up on the bow. If I don't catch a wire, then I'll get back to flying speed again and come back around and try it again.
Okay.
So, and this is what we use for helping us determine that glide slope coming down. These are Fresnel cells, and this thing is aimed up at the glide slope they wanted me to come down. So when I'm flying in, I can only see one cell at a time. So I'm looking for the center cell to fly down that beam. So they put the reference lights in line with that.
Okay. I think they're trying to fix it.
It doesn't work.
The speaker does.
Oh, you can't hear me? You don't need a speaker.
Go on, carry on.
Anyways, so this portion here is stable, so it's fixed. The deck can be pitching and rolling, but the glide slope's steady.
Okay.
So we're going to fly that, and there's the reference lights.
Okay.
So that's what that's all about there. So here's what it looks like. There's the ball right in the middle, and there's the datum. So he's on the right glide slope coming down. There's the center line. These are the 2 things we're trying to guide with. There's where we're trying to get right in the middle of the wires.
Oh, right.
There's the landing signal officer back here. He's kind of the safety guy. He's not telling you how to do it, but he's there to help you.
All right.
If you need it, or if best thing is if you don't hear anything from him, that means you're doing okay.
You're doing okay. So far he's quiet, that's fine.
Yeah, that's right. We don't like this bottom cell. That's a danger zone, because if it goes off the bottom, the plane's going to run into the back end of the ship.
Right.
So we don't do that. We just tell them, you don't want that.
All right.
Here's how I'm supposed to hit the deck. See the both main mounts and my hook hitting at the same time with the nose up in the air. These are built for that impact.
All right.
And this guy caught the 1 wire here. There's 2 and there's 3. So there's 3 wires. They're 40 feet between each one.
40 feet?
What's that, 15 meters? About, something like that.
Could be,
Something like that. So
Yeah.
as soon as I hit the deck, though, I'm going to full power.
All right.
Because I may have caught that wire right on the tip and spit it, or any other problem, maybe hard landing and it bounced over the wires. Whatever reason, I want to get the engines back up to full thrust. So I go back flying again, come on back
then you
around
have
and try it
engine
again.
for that, yeah.
Okay?
All right.
So that's a good landing. My wheels hit the hook, nose gear up in the air.
Okay.
See that little light right there? I'll talk about that in a minute, though. That little light right there on the nose gear door.
Okay. I'll remember that.
So here we are. This guy caught the 1 wire here. He's pulled it out 40, 80, about 100 feet. He's going to go 240 more feet till he comes to a stop. So they're setting the arresting engines for my weight, so I go that 340 feet.
All right.
But see, it catches a wire and it pulls it up over the others. It doesn't drag it across the deck.
All right.
So,
There we go. When you see
so this is a shot from the cockpit.
Okay.
There's the ball and the datum. So he's on the right glide slope coming down. The center line is this yellow and white stripe. And that's what I want underneath my nose. And the third thing we use is called angle of attack. I just want my airplane to be at the angle that it's designed to land at.
All right.
So we fly it with these lights here called, and it's a vane on the side. It's your airplane flying through the wind.
All right.
Gives us angle of attack. So that's what I want as a goal one. So this meatball lineup, angle attack, meatball lineup, angle attack is the visual cues I'm using for coming aboard.
All right.
I'm working them all at the same time, making corrections. And the more I make, the better landing I get and all that. Remember that light I showed you on the nose? That's a readout of that. So at nighttime, when I'm coming down, paddles can tell what my angle of attack is. And he also knows my landing gear down. Because he can only see it on my airplane on my wingtip lights.
Okay.
So anyways, on a nice calm day, we're designed to put that hook point about 12 or 13 feet off the back of the ship as you come across.
All right.
So on a pitching deck, though, that's where Paddle's job is, to watch that pitching deck. If it's going to be too tight, he's going to wave me off, let me go across to better altitude and come around and try it again. Dave's going to give a talk here. I'm doing this for her camera real quick. So he's going to give a full-on talk here in a second. No, that's okay.
Thank you.
I didn't want you to think it was this short. I'm running against the battery here.
Thank you.
So this is the way.
I don't want to spoil your lecture, you know, like.
Oh no, that's okay. Listen, we anything to break up the monotony. Anyway, so this is a perfect shot. Look at there. He's right on glide slope. There's the ball in the datum.
Yeah,
There's the center line. Everything's looking great, except he's got a red light, green light. Paddles has got it back here. Right now it's red, telling him you have a foul deck, we call it. You can't let an airplane land because our big cargo plane hasn't crossed this line yet.
Oh, okay.
So when he crosses, the guy here pushes his button. So everybody's got a button at their station, and when they're ready, they close the button and close the circuit to give them a green light back.
Okay,
here.
so have the clear.
Yeah, so now at this
land.
point, as I'm coming in, this is called the wave off point, he has to make a decision. He's still got a red light. He waves me off because nobody's waiting to see what it's going to change, because if he keeps waiting and he get a late wave off, I can still hit the deck and that guy may not move.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
off you go and come on around.
All right.
And so that's the last of our daytime stuff. The rest is night.
Wow, my goodness.
So,
That's what I thought how it would be, you know?
well,
How it would be at night.
Nighttime's scarier.
That's what I thought.
Real scary. So anyways,
That's what I
but
thought.
this is what I'm showing is this. We have to do this about a third of the time to keep our qualifications up. Your night qualifications don't last real long unless
Okay.
we're doing a night landing. And I'm not going to try to get into the sequence of night landing, but it's a
right.
lot hairier, and our rate of getting aboard is a little less at nighttime. Just because your hair is more heebie-jeebies and all that kind of
Okay.
stuff. And this is a barricade system for catching
Yeah, the
airplane. If for some reason your hook doesn't work or something's wrong, they're going to rig this thing up, and these are just nylon shrouds hanging down, and the
Okay.
plane lands into there and it grabs the airplane and
grabs
just
the
brings you
plane.
to stop, stuff like that. So
That's perfect. Oh my goodness.
on
This is scary.
go on YouTube and go to PBS, and there's a good thing called carrier. Dave, what's that PBS one? Carrier operations or
Carrier operation.
Yeah, it's something.
it's pretty good. A little bit theatric, a little bit Hollywood, but
Yeah.
it shows a lot of stuff.
I'll try to find it.
Yeah, and then you can back it up with the real gouge I just told you.